for inside Victoria House for come salute all we. When I say I want enter, I know they sing no song, I know they talk no nothing, because for time where music be there for King Heart, where they don't throw away Daniel for inside lion's den. The book for God talk say king no be sleep. Yes, it no be sleep at all at all. Why no be sleep? It no be sleep because no be say it no be like for sleep. It no be sleep because it no be like what way they do, where they take Daniel, control him for inside lion in a house. Then he no sleep. It be show his sympathy for Daniel, but because of what way they don't do and what way they do, where he says no be like him, he can discover say, truly speaking, the people of the people them for that country, they no be like the justice. That the same thing this way I don't do. When I want car enter for these days, I do wear a black clothes and I dey enter with a heavy heart. And I know they enter with music. We know the dance, because this one no be time for dance. This one a time for shake, for cry. When I say we get na wailing woman them, a man piping they only weep. And when they do weep, if you recognize them for their weeping mood, when they need to talk with enthusiasm. That one not mean for talk say they don't give up. No. It don't mean say they don't give up. That one, it don't mean say they be discouraged. That one too, it don't mean say they be discouraged. That one, they just show say they get a heavy heart. And as far as this life day, some moments in the way man go get heavy heart. And that heavy heart, where man it get am, some heavy heart in the way na man is a final. Some heavy heart in day when are the enemy of man, because devil na the enemy of man. It not be only the enemy of the people of God, because some man then they way they don't change, they don't deny for be people for God. And because they don't deny for be people for God, they don't automatically be enemy for God people them. And many a times we talk say Satan, 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 Satan. Yes, I agree. Say Satan day. But that Satan, it know to be for inside flesh. That Satan, you know they calm down, they talk like me and you, we talk now. Like the same way where the Holy Spirit of God, where Jesus live for back, for guide we, and for show we how for worker. That Holy Spirit know the worker knock door, enter from house to house. It use na my mouth, it use na your mouth. And when it use your mouth, use my mouth, it depends on the person where you hand over yourself for ye, so that make it use you. If you give him for God, God will go use you. If you give him for Satan, Asha, that Satan, he go use you. And so plenty Ambazonian then they way, unfortunately, they don't hand over themselves for the devil for use them. And plenty then they where they never hand over themselves for any man for use them. They want for try for be for in the middle. But unfortunately, middle ground, day for this business where they inside. Either you be for or you be against. And so we don't discover that many people, the way they like for be for, they unfortunately, when they don't quiet, they don't talk no nothing. You know what way Englishman talk? Say the man way, no be Englishman. Now the great history book, the book of God. He say any man way he know for do good and he no do the good. Because he know for do good and he no do the good, to that man, na sin. That means say the good way you know for do am, and you no do the good. God in heaven, he count and say you don't sin against him. And now how many people then they way they sin against God because they know for do good and they know they do the good. Well, I don't hear many people they talk many things them. Many people they talk many things them, but I be sorry. I know for one for enter for the many things the way many people they talk am. Where to where I go one for sound am today for Ambazonians. Now say me they look out. Say what make they look out, make Ambazonians they look out. How they go look out? They go look out because the times the way they inside now, no be joking time, no be laughing time. Now time for every Ambazonia for take this time very, very serious. Yes, very, very serious. Why? I don't tell we, and I will continue for talk. Some people they say, oh no, leave that way they talk, say history, tell we something them. Do you know? Say many Ambazonians them, they don't know nothing of which way they go on. One of our elderly pa, way there for right inside Amba land, he called me yesterday. He talked some deep thing them where I love to talk about this television. I go talk for the powers the way they be. Yes, I go report them for the power the way they be. May they try for get in touch with he before Papa God don't leave he for this life. For make Ambazonian and their eyes they open. Say this war, where would they inside? It not just been a man-made war. That's something where Satan don't plan them a long time ago. But Ambazonian them, their eye no be don't open. And now when Ambazonian eye don't open, then they go for place where they were supposed to be. That means for hide under God, as they hide now, then that wicked Satan, he don't wake up now well. For make sure say that plan where Papa got, he get of Ambazonia, make it no come to pass. But I don't hear. There's some people that they talk. Who can battle with the Lord? Who can battle with the Lord? Who can battle with the Lord? I say nobody. I say nobody. La Republic, you know fit battle with God. France, in fact, La Republic just be like gloves. I don't talk a long time ago. When would they blame La Republic? Satan, they laugh because that will probably just be like a wheelbarrow where you push and put up for here, got enough for there until you can't push up again. The main people them, where they be in charge of this genocide, this killing, where they go on Ambazonia. Now France, and France be tied that knot with Britain, where Britain it be get southern Cameroons, beginning from Yola. Then they can't say northern Cameroons. Then Yola and other people they can cut, go them for Nigeria. When Britain it be cut the whole land of Ambazonia, Selam, about 911 square kilometers, where they cut them, Selam, for Britain. Now the ambassador for Nigeria, when a British ambassador, now he will receive the land. When a Britain, they sell them for Nigeria. Then he cut them from Adia. Adia be being a part of Ambazonia. But they cut them, sell them for France. Who? The same Britain. Where we check say they become there for administer we as United Nations, from League of Nations we talk, so that we get with independence. But they come discover, say our land, it be a land with a difference. And because they see that difference for inside Amba land, not only the land, but the people of Ambazonia, they say if they leave them alone, they're going to do wonders. So they now decide for make sure, say me they handicapped the people of Ambazonia, broke them. I don't just talk for some people in the village, right into the villages. Their eye don't begin open. Interim government, I want to thank Papa God for you. Or I want to thank you for Papa God. I don't know which one to go, how they go. Say, because you wake up and you decide, you see as a seer, say this battle, no one will come fight on our own, succeed. You take upon yourself for hand and over for God. Ambassadors, I want to tell we say, all which way they happen. Some people they say, what God they do? God know the sleep, oh. God know which way they do. And God be very much knowledgeable for which way it go ahead. But you know what? God talks here until your cup it go full. When your cup don't flop, your cup of iniquity, your cup of sin, when it don't flop, now that time, any man go smell who will be God. Now that time where you go know say khaki it not be leather. Yes, khaki it not be leather, because that God where many people they don't check say it is sleep. I be get some to remember talk say God not the sleep. And not true, God not the sleep. And we God not the sleep. It don't just be Beckham. People then check say we no day. But I want to talk say we day, because our God he not the sleep, and he not the sleep, and he no go sleep. Because God not the sleep, and he no go sleep. And I want to tell Ambassador say make man, make wake up from morning time, make head it ache you small. No, make head no ache you. Because if head ache you, say you don't try. Make head no ache you at all. Because the timing and the time of God, when God go losing, We don't hear story, they know. Our chicks are just fairy tales where people then form them. Can't talk how the Nebuchadnezzar go chop grass for 7 years. And the chicks say, now just joke. This black, where I don't decide say I go wear them these days for this week. This is black. Now for tell Ambazonian people, they say, we dey sympathize with them for which way it go on. And say with the prayer for them. Yes, because Satan, as I be talk, he don't wake up for all corners. The one for make the use the agent the way don't put them for make things in difficult for the people the way they don't talk say they go follow the righteous path of God. And as long as we dey for this world, we dey inside war. Inside war. And this war we dey inside, it be all round. Would it be for war within ourselves, war with our neighbors, like it happened with our republic, and then war with the whole system of the world, what would they inside now? And all this that because it want show we a pointer for way to way Jesus time will be there for this ground if we talk. Because the kind in front confrontation the way we get them now, they don't be there so for 1991. They never did so for 2000. They start from Mount. And many people they don't predict talk them. Say Ambazonia and La Republique. It just be like you try to mix water, cold water with coal oil. One of them, they go there for up, one of them go there for down. They don't feel ever mix. And I be tell you yesterday, the game plan where France it is still do them, and where it don't capture some we own people the way they don't move their thinking caps, drop them for down. Even though with the moon, it be my place for tell Ambazonians, say we name, we don't change. And the name change for being number 55 country for Ambazonia. Now many people they ask and say, which side this one come out? Yes, the never again generation of Ambazonians them. They don't wake up, they can't dig am. Can't discover say, you know if you be a slave, gain a cop for your own land. And so this Bunu Beti Wondo people, they don't come for inside our land. Make a will be slaves for inside our own land. Then we want for she don't quiet. We no go waka. That generation we don't pass. This never again generation. 20% of people, they don't get no support from people the way will be checked say they don't be enlightened. When they come help women will be enlightened. As they come with their secret society for sacrifice our destinies and our children, we deny. They not turn against we. Because we be the Israelite of God for inside that Africa. That's who Ambazonians are. That's why God he don't step in for fight for Ambazonians, and up till today, many people they already get sense. They still bite their fingers. Can you imagine from 20 to be very precise, when President Sakobi took over for 2018, then establish this interim government with its departments as a government for face la Republic of Cameroon. When I know how which way don't happen. All forms of gymnastics and the last joker of France for destroy Amazonia, it don't fail. So they carry their hand for their head. And they look some way for kill we. But how you go manage kill somebody we know the sea? So we train up our boys and for defend our land in an invisible way. But because of longer truth and because of lie, especially longer truth, they give them small peanuts. They recruit other people them where they get longer truth. And people the way they never recognize the God of heaven where they fight for Amazonia, where they check in at themselves, that they fight for themselves, or they try to make things and go their way. They suddenly discover say, it not the worker again like that. It not the worker. And because it not the worker, they don't see say, truly speaking, and for talk true, things they don't spoil. Things they know the worker. As they supposed to worker. Why? Because God, he don't step in for fight. And when God come for inside for fight, with the prayer and say, make Amazonian defense forces them for home front, where did they appear and they disappear? May they visit the embassies. That means the offices of this criminal regime. Like we don't talk. God don't want bloodshed. But when somebody come for shed your blood, Bible talks about it. Say by his own blood, that sword where he carry him, that gun where he carry him, that by that gun where he took a die. But we see the Republic, now people don't wear all their soldiers, they don't already sacrifice them. Because if we be one country, they never bring their soldiers in. For come kill people where they don't get ammunition, where they don't get arms. But because our people, they deal with them, then they be deceived by our own people them. Then the command now show their faces. La Republic get the advantage now for not only kill them, but for also go for kill the one way they know they don't talk say that their thing. Now they see now way they paid me plenty. Well, they don't make people ever believe say all things be normal. Then the Okada people they go about with their normal Okada business. The one they sell their small store them. Where they don't even want me they store them grow. Because they go ask you ticket for pay market, ticket for pay gate fee, ticket for pay this one and for pay this one. So I only work the take them. When they take them, so if they take them, so make better thing for happen for the whole community. It will be another story. But they take the money, we know the suicide way they keep them. Just like these young people them. We see they get a fleet of houses, a yard of sheep, but they don't sleep for night. Then for daytime we they envy them. But we don't know say they are slaves. But we will be free people. The small thing we enter with hand, we chop them, thank God. But now la Republic that. Where they don't thief themselves. And as I be tell we, that country, that figurehead where they Paul Biya, they do nothing. Now France be in charge. They don't give money, may they cut off the heads of the Amazonian people. No, but the money don't finish. They don't go for China. Now they just the brief for their neck. And as we can't tell now for here, time it go tell. So say what be the time? Well, many of una, as I be talked yesterday, as una be ignorant of our history, now so una be ignorant of the time of God. The time of God, now only the people them for God that they understand them. That's why they need to ask God, why? That's why they need to curse God. That's why they need to come up for go for other gods. They still worship God. Still call on the name of Jesus Christ the Lord and Savior of mankind. Why? Because God a time, it no be our time. Our time get limitation, but God a time no get no limit. Yes, God a time, it no get no limit. And that's why we, the people of God, we see talk say, we dey on good footing with God. And wait way to go on, God never be blind. God never be deaf. He dey see and he dey hear. But the time, it never yet come. Yes, and he go do things them on his time, at his will. We never foresee. God get a plan, and that plan, it go manifest. Whether you like him or you don't like him, you will get the plan of God where it go manifest, where it go show. Say, yes, this one, now God. And when you see that God a plan, it show, say now God a plan, you go understand what the way at the top for here. Say this so, with Papa God, he know everything where they go on, and because he know everything where they go on, he don't put all things under his care. And that thing we put under his care, my dear brother and my dear sister, that thing the way you go shock. Yes, that thing the way you go shock, because what we don't put up for his care, that the thing where we, the Ambazonians, some of us, we know him, but plenty of us, we don't know him. And why plenty of us don't know him? Because we don't deny, for learn with history. When we talk about our history, you close your ears. You say, what is he talking about? What history do we need? Yeah, we need this history. Let's get back home. Sunday, that means day before yesterday, will be one of the sad days where Ambazonia, you don't experience them over the years. And as I've been listening for ABC yesterday, I hear the discussion, it go on. The discussion, it go on. My cry and my desire, if been I say, this discussion where they go on, and these people, the way they really look on them, say me the hell we. What is the problem? I discover say many where they want for make we go boya. They really get the willingness to make we go boya, but they be handicapped. They be handicapped. How? That means their hands don't short. Yes, their hands don't short. And because their hands don't short, they define them difficult, very difficult for makeup, make things they waka the way they supposed for waka. Why the shortness of hand where they don't go school, learn book, get all kind of intelligence? Not be book the work this time around. No. Not be book. Not be intelligence, the work. Wait away the work. Yes, wait away the work. It been a relationship with God. A relationship with God. And that's what we do warn and we do call on our people. But tell them, say, please, I beg, as much as a lie with you, as much as a lie with you, make you make sure, say, make you hand over for Jesus Christ, the only person we get the power and the authority for make things them, for work in the way they supposed to work. Because if you know hand over for ye, for make things they make them work the way they supposed to work. Because now only he one, as I don't talk, now only he, Jesus, now he get the authority, the power, make things in waka for the way they're supposed to waka. And when you hand over for ye, to make things the way they waka the way they're supposed to waka, now that time where your eye go open and you go understand, say this life, it not just be way the way they see, but it be something else, something different. And this something different, it be ordered by God Almighty. And when God Almighty don't order them, oh boy, nobody know the way if you stop them. And that is why we plead with the Ambazonians, where they be true Ambazonians, for get back to their LGAs, get back for their counties, and then for inside their counties, make they support which way it go on for their counties. And which way they go on for their counties, now which way it go on for this interim government. And when you support which way to go on for this interim government, you are supporting this government of Ambazonia, where at the end of the day, we all will go make them for that White House. You know about the White House? That White House, where it did for Boya, where we do all want for go for day. The Prime Minister's lodge, now for the way we want for go. Yes, and one for go for that Prime Minister's lodge, for go stay there and see which way it go on. So Ambazonians them, when I wake up, turn for up. When we wake up, turn for up and understand, say, our God, where he don't call we for waka with you, now he be in charge and I be on the control, then we will be able for sing this song where we brother they always sing them. More will listen for you. I don't talk say I don't want for sing no song because my heart know the sweet fine. But because of which way they talk now, more will listen to this song.
Almighty Father, Papa, now you love me so, and you know my name. I give you glory, Abba Father. You know me, you know my name. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. You know my name, oh Daddy, yeah. You know me, you know my name. I can see your hand in my life, Lord. I see your love upon me. Every time I look around, now you are the see. Every time I turn around, now you are the view. I dey hear your voice in my heart, Lord. I feel your love over me. Every time I look around, now you are the see.
Yes. And we want all Ambazonians for look around. When you look around, what do you go see? We don't tell Ambazonians that they be extremely careful because La Republic, they don't defeat them, but they only want for great defeat. So the people them for Ngokutunja and for Kumbu, where La Republic don't know say God it don't enter for day. They want for try. May they try. May they try. Ambassadors don't just come out for support Bui County. This Saturday, where they come, now go Kutunja. And because Papa God, if you win with the crowd, but it decides they will go with the crowd. So that means the crowd don't take the glory for themselves. Talking that them do them. It decides to do them on their own. That's why 80% of La Republic of Cameroon, where with population, it be about 20% of their population. That means now one Ambazonia to 4 people of La Republic of Cameroon. They will fight them for 7 years counting, and they never throw it back for ground. Then, if the judges, where the internal say the judge, if they will give a talk true, they will tell La Republic, say, make it surrender, make it carry with Kenja. Because if they don't see the Kenja way will be the carry. Say good thing then they inside. Instead for hell we chop more of the thing where they inside, they do it. They come now for take and throw them for ground. Say you no go chop, and we no go chop. But I want to talk say the Bamenda and the people of Ambazonia, they no go surrender for no one way for anybody. And so many will probably do the best way they fit do them. They are doing the worst for themselves. And as they are doing the worst for themselves, they get them very seriously for Ambazonia. So people of Ambazonia will sit up and will know which way God wants say make we know. Say La Republic, it don't fail, and they don't fail woefully. Story of their failure, it be all over the social media. Some people are chasing just social media talk, but their failure, it be all over. They know, say they don't fail, because God a time, it don't step in. And because God a time don't step in, La Republic now it is shake like cocoa leaf. And the one for tell we say, the end of that nonsense from those people, it don't come. And they say it don't come. But even though they say it don't come, what did they do? Remember, I don't sing them for we, and I talk them, and I talk them. See, there's one thing where we don't learn and where they call and say now a Spartan. When this Spartan he die, he not the one for surrender. But this time around, they go surrender. You know why they go surrender? Because Ambazonia, it don't rise for wake up no more. Ambazonia don't rise for wake up no more. And when Ambazonia rise for wake up no more, definitely the people of Ambazonia, where they don't wake up, say they must go ahead, they are going ahead. And as they are going ahead, as they go ahead, you will see how did they go ahead. And because they go ahead, La Republic is so confused, so confused. I see some people, they write some stuff. Nobody never talks say we'll be on the wrong side. And the lie of Satan, it no go ever prevail. If you see any of us come over here on ABC Amba TV with the talk the mind of God. Because the mind of God and the mind where so many people they know they see him. Why they know they see him? Because they look at the outward appearance. They look at the outward appearance. And they look at the thing the way they feel see. But the one the way they don't feel see him, many of them, they talk negatively. But Amba TV, it be out for let you know, say it is so, we don't win. Yes, we don't win. And so, because we don't win, we invite and encourage Ambazonians for shout and sing praise to God, like the children of Israel around the walls of Jericho. They work out, number 1 day, number 2 day, number 3 day, number 6 day. Nothing no happen. Number 7 day, they shout, even though the walls they not be they shake. And when they be shout, something be happen. Ambazonians, our lines be open. if you get some contribution or something we want for talk for encourage Ambazonians, the one the way they be qualified for defend the land and they don't fold their hands them, put them in between their laps. Members say, I don't tell we say La Republique, define people really call and say Amba boys or restoration fighters. You find every Ambazonian. If you be an Ambazonian, you be a target. You be a target. Why you know if you do business succeed as an Ambazonian? Now because you are being targeted. Now if they make you poor, they will feel drag you go here, then you go just go. Why you be targeted? Because they don't see, say it is so, you very different. And so jealousy, it catch an average La Republique because they know say left to us alone, we will live in our land like people that they live for Switzerland. And some of these white folks will set an unbill for their hearts, where they don't fit gain the whole world. Set an unbill for their hearts. Say me they kill we. And they go ahead for try for do. And as they go ahead for try for do, some of our people them they agree. But let me tell you, the faithful few, where they don't remain with this interim government, where they don't stand with our president, President Sako, and so many people then, they talk the jazz, they talk with the way they talk for outside there. Just the talk, just because they want for talk. But we do what they want for do. Recently, during the Refugees Day, I see what way the Department of Health and Home and Social Services, they do. I see what way the Women's Department, they do for with people them. No. That's something where all man will be human, where he fear God, and we respect humanity. He give a thank God for the president, for President Sako, and for his team. But here way to way, people then way set a long bill for their hearts. I talk say set a long bill for their hearts because they not be normal. Just like Jesus will turn around and say, get thee behind me, Satan. He will talk for a human being. But he will see Satan, where they manipulate the human being, Peter. And so many Ambazonians, now Satan, they manipulate them. And so we give for rebuke that Satan, where they behind them, so that Ambazonians, where they still be in darkness, their eyes go open. And when they come out from that darkness, they will talk like some of them don't begin talk now. Remember yesterday, I will tell we, say on Saturday, during the Bui County draft, it will be suggested and President will agree. Sembo will extend an olive leaf. That's a leaf of peace for all the people the way they will don't be deceived. Where La Republique, we don't enter them in the spirit for deceive them. Because they know, say, when they try and do everything, divide the people the way they turn up for one thing, they will succeed. But they never succeed for divide Ambazonia. They never succeed. Because even in La Republique, although the many political parties, them for them are just for their belly, but we, the Ambazonian people, want to go for we land. And the people, the way they get this one mind for go for their land, they are going. Would you go? Some of Ambazonian people, in a way, they don't entangle themselves. I don't call and say entangle in a bad sense. But where they get man picking when La Republique or woman when La Republique, some of them, they feel say their hands and be tied. No, sir. Your hands are not tied. We don't get no problem with the inhabitants of La Republique. We get a problem with the governance and the government of La Republique. Although an average person in La Republique, you know the reason. Like I will tell we, they know the reason because their educational system make and say, may they be like zombie them. When they come for class, they expect me you make copy work, make you cram. And when you cram, that one not give you no way for reason at all. But if you look at the system and the way the Ambazonians are thinking, La Republic is still ordering arms and so on. But Ambazonians, they get them. Now they make them by themselves. But La Republic spend millions and billions. They don't fix roads. They don't give water for their own people. They busy spend this money for take arms, for can't kill people the way they talk say they been a part of them. And some idiotic minded people that they agree. This is how Satan does, and this is how Satan do work. They work for Satan, now for destroy. They work for Satan, now for kill. And he don't check say if he kill the spirit of Amazonia. No, sir. He never kill the spirit of Amazonia. Other nations, they don't fight. And they will talk the same way they talk, even sometimes even more. But after they fight, the people, the way they get their liberty, where would the wrong go there now? Some the wrong go Brazil, some the wrong go for America, for North America, some the wrong go for China. You know, say they don't fight? Oh yes. America will fight seriously for command themselves from the hands of the wicked British government where they be there under. I wanna know say now this Britain, now it sell we, and now France it they manipulate. Sometimes when we the point finger for La Republic, yes, now because La Republic don't agree, may they use their backyard against us. Because if you see any Frenchman, a come from Amazonia with gun for fight, the whole world they know say go. So they go use people the way they beat their stooges. You know why Paul Biaron died? They know if you bury, they pamper a corpse and they mold them because they know say as long as he did it as a zombie, then they feel manipulate, even manipulate the governments of the world because he's a devil. Sometimes when I hear people they talk of international community, I they laugh. International community now we. That is why our president, Dr. Samuel Sako, he declared, say Ambazonia, now wait. Ambazonia number 55 African nation. So that even if United Nations, they talk again at 54 countries. Now lie. We need our seat. We need our seat in that United Nations. As for the one where they call us African nation, I hear one of their government, they lambast them because they are all stooges. How a whole you did the work for your back say president. Some white folk where you get a high IQ passy, you reason passy, because she don't call you, give you one minute for talk. I love which way my brother Rutu. You know, President Ruto. I drop my cap for you, Mr. President. Those are the people who can call president. You know, Ramaphosa. You come up, but you need to come up more. Those are the people we want to call them presidents. Not these ancient people, ancestors, where they don't feel reason for themselves. France, they give you arms, mean you kill your own very brother, you kill him. Since this episode started, Nigeria tried to help us, but France threatened them. France threatened Nigeria as they threatened La Republique. But you see, any man where they want to come in for La Republique, for stand there, they fear. Because if they are stooge, the toilet roll where they don't use them, when a beer, if you happen for allow you for be buried, An old man that we don't know himself. And for people who advocate say make it go shidon, die in peace. They remove you from place to place. Waka carry go up and down. It goes shidon with some places not even know himself. But now people in this, where did the shidon? They look. Well, Ambazonians, I think time don't reach for we for recognize which side where we dey and who where we dey. As our president, he don't declare. That is the name I'm carrying. Even though I dey mourn, I dey wear black, but most of the time, I don't go without my identity. My identity na wetin? 55th nation of Africa. Now, just because we dey for inside that place they call and say Africa, but that's what we call as the African Union. No, it's a ban of drunkards. Sorry to say. Because when they don't drunk, or people who like to take picture, like who be described, when they take picture, they smile, they come home, say they don't take picture with this president. They don't take picture of president of China. They don't take picture of this one. They show the picture. I never see some kind dull human beings them, like some of these people them. Fire they catch for your back house. You know if you quench the fire. Then wake up, go tell Russia, say, fertilizer don't finish for your country. Shame unto you. Shame. Ambazonia, please, don't look to any man. For 7 years, if you don't cry for 7 years, they never hear you. Then continue to look unto God. Because why? He knows your name. That is the man we are talking about. He knows your name. And because he knows your name, he has been working for you. Make man not fool you. Say, God, don't forget Ambazonia. No. Now, because you know the mathematics and the workings of God, God get a time frame. And all the people who don't die for Ambazonia by this genocidal war, make man not make mistake. God, he know. Yes, God, he know. If you don't know God, you know if you understand what to talk, because you know if you know God by your education or by the material things, the way you get them. No. You didn't know God by handing over to person where God don't send them, make her reveal God for we, and that person who? Jesus Christ. If you hand over for ye, tell you say, I don't overhear this thing, make I know by myself. He go talk for you. He go open your eyes. You go see. And when you see, you go clap for ye. Your talk say this demon, this evil spirit, because they are evil spirits. Please, we will call them by their names. They be evil spirits. Somebody we know say, truly speaking, my country and these people, their country be different. Even if I no be know, as this genocide, it don't go on for this number of years. They don't resist we to this point. No, truly, that country no be country. We don't force them to stay with us. And not only that, some people they know waiting for do. But because of gain of function, they get something where they want for profit. They don't talk straight. They will can't talk with the corner of their mouth. And will not agree this thing. But once they make a settle up. I won't hide it. Why they bring maps, 2 maps for 2010, 13 years ago? That's part of the history. Part of the history. And the way they bring map, they get the power for talk say no, it don't too much. But this innocent blood make it stop. I hear some gossip, it filter through my ears. Say 8 of that people the way they kill them for Nacho. Say 8 of them are Bamileke people them. First time in 7 years, where they hear say they don't mistakenly kill Bamileke people them. Because Lele Afrique, it failed for a duty this time around. And as it don't start, that's so it will continue. The people they check say they be quiet for inside their zone. It don't begin meet up with Bamileke. When I choose when I join hands, kill Ambazonians, right? When I contribute money, give Paul Bia, make it kill Ambazonians, right? It don't begin come on our doorsteps. I'm not a prophet of doom, but anything where man plant them, that kind of way it go harvest them. And so Muna get ready. No be will, no be ambazonio. Now the very La Republic, then where they say when I talk same language with them. This oppressive, dirty French language when I talk them. Now them don't come on. And guess what? God talks here, vengeance belongs to him. I'm gonna go see. When I go see the revenge. Make man for ambassador no revenge himself. God himself, he go do him. And we pray and I say, make it do him in such a way that people in like Africa and the other one them, those strangers, the way we give them cover, like Atanganji, they will give them cover. They come now, turn against us. Like the story of the camel where I be here, we tell the master, say, where may I just hide my nose now? They give you a place for hide nose. Before one realize, you don't kick the master out of the house, then enter, stay for inside that house. We give una coverage, support una, make una business grow, una get material things them. Then finally, when I can't enter now, talk say, mo come out, say me gonna enter, she don't for inside house. Now say they, anything where you plant them, my dear brother and sister, you go harvest them. And La Republic don't start for harvest them. No, but today they start. They don't start since. But since they want to see the end go so meet up with them. Well, I want to thank all man. We don't come in today. Tomorrow, God willing, I'll come up this time around with church and politics for talk with way some unfortunate people the way they don't go hide themselves for inside. They talk say they be church people where they are actually instruments of the devil. We will talk and we will not fear. And if care not be taken, and as we go be led, we will mention names. Because if these people be serious for church as he be, they will talk true. But because they know they talk true, we will come for here and we will talk true. An average person, I talk for some people for village yesterday. I talk for some people for village today. They tell me how their eye don't open for CCA will be real slaves. Slaves for these people then. Even for our own land. They make we victims for our own land. So you know what happened. Me man no shake, me man no fear. They go come out. They go live with land. I want to bless the Ambazonan people then today. I tell una say, God bless all una. May short live this genocide. And tomorrow it be another day. I don't talk say number day for line for people then for call, but make a call this brother where it always accompany me. Make it sing some small music. Although I don't talk say this time around we dey mourn that people them. But see, even for morning house, we don't give a forget God. So tell me about the name of the Lord.
Abba Father.